Eid Mubarak. So Eid Mubarak. For those who don't know, Eid means celebration, and Mubarak is like blessed. So have a blessed celebration day, I guess. And you know, the thing is, it is for sure a celebration day, because the last 10 days I've been waking up for the suhoor, and I've been only doing water and coffee only during that time, and then dry fasting, and then eating at night, and then dry fasting, and then eating at night, and then dry fasting. And I'll tell you, it was so difficult that when I went to the last day, I was so dead. By around like 6 p.m., 5 p.m., I was so dead. And I'll tell you some of the things that it made me grateful for. It made me grateful for my energy. Like even now, like I woke up this morning, right? And I usually would wake up at like 5 to eat or drink or whatever. And today I slept until 5:45, and my alarm went off at 5 because I didn't turn it off, and then I went, and I fell right back asleep. Fantastic. It was fantastic. I loved it. I was so happy. And what it made me realize is like how grateful I am for like the little things, like being able to drink coffee after 5:45. Or being able to eat, like I'm gonna eat breakfast in the day. And I was making wudu, and I put water in my mouth, and then I was like, oh no, I better not swallow. I was like, psych, I could swallow, no problem. Pause. And you know what I mean? So that was really good, what I could be grateful for. But you know, I think to myself, not to make this into like a weird conversation, but I think to myself, like, today is Eid, and I'm, alhamdulillah, I have the ability to eat good food. And I'll tell you something other people don't. You know, if you see what's happening in the Middle East, if you see what's happening in Iran, and if you see what's happening in Palestine, and you see what's happening now in Lebanon, you know, those people, for example, in Lebanon, a month ago, they had their houses. Now, how many homeless people are there? In Iran, like, they blacked out the sky. They shot the oil and blacked out the sky. And there's other people who are doing this Ramadan thing, and then they want to celebrate Eid, but I'll tell you something, they don't have enough food. They don't have enough food. And it makes you realize, one, how vulnerable you are, you know? I was so vulnerable. By 6 o'clock, I'm like, so vulnerable. And you think about the people, you know, in Palestine who haven't been able to eat in 3 years, eating scraps. All these people are destroying Eid. They're eating scraps. And you wonder, you know, you were put into this reality. You did not manifest yourself. So wherever you are that's listening to this, you were born into this body and born into this world. Now, there's true, you can make a change, but it depends on your circumstances. They say that the human being plans and God laughs. And I just realized like how lucky I am to even be celebrating Eid. Like right now, I'm gonna go to the mosque, and I'm gonna know when I go home there's gonna be food waiting for me. And really, alhamdulillah, you know, thank God that I get to eat something. Thank God that I get to drink something. Thank God that I have running water. Thank God that I have enough energy. Thank God I have people around me that love me. Imagine that you're in one of those countries and they unalived, so I don't get banned, they unalived your loved ones. Imagine you were just a number that they unalived. And you have to think, like, one of the reasons why I made this TikTok, one, I wanted to explore the religion, for sure. And one of the reasons why I wanted to explore the religion is like, how can they, is Islam that evil where they have to lie about it, you know? And then you go to the Quran and it says, do good deeds, give to the poor. What makes this religion so evil? What makes it so evil is that the places that they want to take they have oil, and they have land that is inside of something that I'm not going to say, but it's land that needs to be taken for a project to be completed. And therefore, you have to paint these people as evil people. But at the end of the day, we're all human beings. Muslim, Jewish, Christian, Hindu, Buddhist alike. We all have this divine nature within us. Now, the nature of the divine is within us because God says in the Quran that He breathed life into you. And if He breathed life into you and He shaped you from clay, you have God's divine breath inside of you. Now, what happens is your soul is a mirror to reflect the world. And sin is like dirt. The dirt changes your perception of your universe that you're living in. So people say like missing your salah is a major sin, but nobody ever explains what's a major sin about it. Well, to sin is to sin against yourself. To sin is to sin against yourself. What does that mean? That means that when you do dirt, you move further away from the divine. In other words, your soul is a mirror and you put mud on your mirror. And when you put mud in the mirror, you stop being able to see the divine. And then sin doesn't feel bad. It feels normalized, but you feel bad. And that's when they put you on SSRIs and antidepressants. Because the behavior in which you're living is not conducive with proper human behavior. There is a value hierarchy, and I'll tell you what that value hierarchy is. Be grateful. Be grateful for what you have. Be kind to people. Be kind to yourself. You know, if you read the Quran says, in the name of God, the most merciful, the most gracious, the most merciful. The foundational thought processes when you're looking at God should be, this is the God of mercy, the God of love, the God that forgives. So you have to ask yourself, like, how do I forgive myself over the things that I did? Very simple. Very simple. If you feel like you've sinned, ask the consciousness itself, the creator of the heavens and the earth. The heavens is above you, clearly. The space, the creator of the space, the planets, the stars, the creator of everything. Ask that thing for forgiveness. And what does He say? He says, I forgive you. But the way that He forgives you is you have to really understand in your psychology that you're not going to do that again. But you might. And you know why you might? Because you're just a human being. You're not perfect, and you're not made to be perfect. You are going to get into messes. But the fact is, you keep turning back to the creator of the universe and ask for help. Help me. Help me. Help me. You've gone far. For the people who are watching this that were pro what was happening in Palestine 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and now you have changed your mind, you have seen what's really going on, you realize that you have been lied to. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Stand up for justice. Stand up for peace. Be kind. For the people who are mean, where is that meanness coming from? Is it hatred that's inside of you? And if so, forgive yourself and try to be kind. It's difficult to be kind sometimes, but try to be kind. And try to spread love and spread kindness. Because how you behave to your brothers in Adam, your brothers in humanity, is how you're going to change the way you feel inside. So, Eid Mubarak, and thank you for whoever's been on this journey with me. I still have 6 fasts to make up because I was sick, but I'm gonna wait. Can I wait? Am I allowed to wait? I think I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna do it like every weekend, like a dry fast. It's good for you, the autophagy. Okay, my friends, thank you so much. I love you. Goodbye.